Hey everyone, so this is the follow-up to my shaving soap experiment. It has been a week and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days since I made these soaps. And since the original video, I did that testing the very first day afterwards. So they've been resting for a little while. I'm going to make this short because I'm just going to show you what they kind of look like. Then I'm going to foam them up, let them sit for a while, and then I'll come back and show you what the foam looks like. So remember, we did the different variations in percentages of potassium hydroxide to sodium hydroxide. So starting over here, this was 40% potassium, 60 sodium, then 50-50, then 60% potassium and 40% sodium, 70-30, 80-20, okay? So this has less potassium to more potassium. And as you can see, I mean, this one over here, it looks just like almost like a regular cold processed soap. It comes out of here very easily. It's nice and firm. The 50-50 one, also extremely firm. I can't even really dent it. The 60-40 one, also very firm. I can't make an indentation. I mean, if I pressed really, really hard, I'm sure I could, but 70-30, this one is much softer. I don't know. I think I did have it out of the mold at one point. Oh, there it goes. But it's very soft. I mean, I can definitely leave an indentation in it. And then obviously the 80-20 one is even softer. I couldn't even really get that out of the mold. Okay. Then in the back we had the different percentages of stearic acid. So starting over here, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%. So they all look good. I mean, they're all very firm. This one with the 20% is, a tiny bit soft. I mean, I can press on it and make a little indentation, but all the way up to the 70%, it's also, I could press really hard and make an indentation. They seem about the same firmness. This one is definitely sort of whiter. It does, I mean, they all come out. And I don't know how to describe it. It has sort of this appearance of almost like fibers in it. But I think these two were the ones that also had the highest temperatures. So they all look relatively the same. But I'm going to do some lather testing here, and then we'll come back. Okay, be back right after the break. Bye. Okay, so it's 20 minutes later. I scrubbed these up and made some lather and then sort of scraped it against the side. So as you can see, everything, I mean, they look pretty good. The only difference is this one here, the 80% potassium, 20% sodium. The lather's a little thin. It didn't quite stand up as well. But they all lasted a very long time. They are basically unchanged from when I put them in the cup. I will say subjectively that the 40% potassium and 60% sodium, as well as the 50-50, were a little harder to get the lather going. Not a lot. I think I noticed a difference when I get to the 60-40 in terms of the lather. And it seems a little bit sort of stiffer to me. Although, again, these are all holding up really well. So I don't see a huge amount of difference. This one's thinner. These two were a little harder to make. These two were sort of right in the middle. This seems to be kind of the sweet spot in here somewhere in terms of the percentages. In terms of the percentage of stearic acid, they all look relatively the same to me. Now, I do want to do one other thing. So when I did that last week and I was cleaning up, I noticed I had this kind of white residue in my sink. So I took some foam from each of those and put it a streak on a plate of glass. And so let's go take a look at that. Okay. So I put them on this plate of glass, and I'm just going to rinse it off very quickly because I kind of want to see if there's a residue left behind. So I'm going to try and do this evenly and just go through one pass here. Okay, well, the higher percentage stearic acid ones definitely stuck a lot more, although I don't see really a residue. I'm going to do it one more time. Well, they're definitely sticking more, although so is this one. Okay. Well, I mean, you probably can't see a difference because there is really no difference. This one stuck, which was the 40%. For whatever reason, it stuck a little bit more. These, and the higher ones seem to stick more too. I thought there would be kind of a residue left over, but there's not. So, okay. All right, so that's the follow-up, the 1.5-week follow-up to the the shaving soap experiment number 1. I'm gonna look at maybe doing another shaving soap experiment. Somebody, Steven, and I can't remember his last name, but he was watching my video and he suggested that maybe taking the stearic acid, melting it, and then adding just the potassium to that separately, then use the oils and add the sodium to that separately, and then combine the two might be an interesting experiment to do. So that might be my next one to look at. But that's it. Okay, questions, comments, leave them below, and check back for more videos. Bye.